everyone, and welcome to Pipes, Tobacco, and Whiskey. Today we're doing another tobacco impressions, and we're going to do today F&K's Black Bayou Mist. Now, Black Bayou Mist is in bulk form. I got this off of smokingpipes.com, and it's in English, and it contains Kentucky, Latakia, Orientals, Perique, and Virginia. It's in a ribbon cut. Again, it's in bulk form. F&K is a company out of Denmark, so it's a Danish tobacco, and the strength of it is about medium to strong. And you guys probably didn't get a chance to see what the condition was when it came out of the bag.
I did not.
It was super dry to me.
Really?
Yeah. As a matter of fact, it was almost. I smoked it a couple times the way it came, but I went ahead and put some moisture in there as well.
I saw that.
To try it that way. It's a little bit better with a little more moisture. I don't know if it was because it had been sitting there for a while or not, but anyway, it was a little dry to me. Okay, so let's talk about this tobacco. What are you guys' thoughts first as far as maybe appearance of the tobacco or tin notes?
Tin note, mostly, it comes across as a Latakia strong blend. I get that smoky barbecue scent right out of the get-go on it. Very pleasing.
Yeah.
Very pleasing.
Yeah, this is the first time I've smoked it, so this is true first impressions for me. Just looking at it, I like the way that it's cut. I like it's not chunky like some of the other stuff that we've had, but it's a little bit thicker than most ribbon cuts. So
yeah, you know some of those Latakia things sometimes get chunks.
Yeah, they get a little, but this one they did a really good job of breaking that up. As for the tin note, I'm with Nathan. I get a lot of Kia. Just that smoky barbecue smell out of it.
Yeah.
I mean, it's really not bad. Actually, for the first time I'm smoking it, I'm digging it.
Yeah, the Latakia is the strongest component of this. You also get quite a bit of Orientals, but there's a mustiness to it.
Yeah.
And a tanginess to it.
Something a little. I can't tell.
Maybe some campfire smells and some earthy outdoor smells.
Maybe it's the Kentucky in it that's just adding that, because I think this is one of our first blends that we've tried that has a Kentucky in it.
Is it? Yeah.
I think so.
I think so.
Well, tin notes. I like the tin note. Tin note for me is reminiscent of a very bold English blend. You know, so coming out of there. So that's what I'm expecting when I give it a smoke.
Yeah.
All right. So what did you guys think about the taste?
Medium. It's a medium taste. I've definitely had some other tobaccos that have kind of, at least English blends, that have been a little more strong on my taste buds. Leave kind of a numbness to my mouth when I smoke them. I think that's the real thing that I can add to it, is when I'm smoking an English blend, how numb does it make my gums and tongue feel? And this one is mild to medium.
Well, most Englishes that I smoke, I get a kind of a creamy smoothness, coolness to
Maybe that's
to
what
that. Yeah, and honestly, with this one, it's a little confusing. I'm getting stabs of a lot of different components on this one. It doesn't seem to me like the blend is cooperating with each other. You know, all of the different the Virginias and the Orientals and the Kentucky and the Latakia and the Perique.
Yeah.
Everything's, instead of helping each other balance,
It's like everyone's fighting for first
they're
place.
fighting to see who can stand out the most. That's what I'm getting on this.
I like it. I like the fact that everything kind of contrasts and everything like that. It's I wouldn't call it a complicated smoke. It's definitely complex. It's a lot going on, and smelling it, you wouldn't expect that.
No, smelling it,
you'd
it seemed like a straightforward English Latakia. That's it.
But once you light it up, now that I'm like maybe 3/4 of the way through this bowl, like I'm starting to get, quite a bit of different complexities to it. You can definitely taste the Latakia, but then again, all of a sudden, boom, Oriental. Then all of a sudden, boom, Perique. It's just a lot of stuff just kind of coming in at once, and I dig that. It's a different type of smoke. It's different than like that Virginia Gentleman that just you and me did. That's straightforward as it can be. This one, however, you're going to get a little bit of different play here and there.
Yeah, there's 2 components in it: Turkish and Virginia. That's all.
What I did notice about this, as far as the taste goes, is that as you smoked it, it seemed to calm down a little bit as the farther you got into it. But the first quarter of the smoke, first half of the smoke, is difficult for me to kind of hone in on what I like about it and what I dislike about it.
Yeah.
There's a little bit of a touch of some dark fruit in this as well.
Yeah. I will say it does smoke a little differently compared to the pipe you're using. I've found a lot of Meerschaum pipes smoke English blends a little cooler than what I'm used to. Some of the briars that I smoked this in would burn pretty hot and produce a lot of smoke.
Well, briars will ghost more than Meerschaums will, so you might be tasting something that you've already had earlier in that pipe. Meerschaums are famous for you're getting a true taste of what the tobacco is really all about. Mm-hmm. So as you smoke it in a Meerschaum, you're getting what the tobacco is really like. There's a little bit of tartness with this. There's a little bit of tanginess with this. Like I said, the farther you get into it, it begins to mellow and cool a little bit.
Yeah.
So I can, as I get farther into it, I begin to like it more and more.
Yes.
The beginning of it is a little harsh for me.
So it's kind of like what we did last time, where the tobacco, to me, the tobacco we tried last time changed at every level. From top to, there were probably 7 different levels where I tasted different flavors.
We did the Bagpiper's Dream?
Bagpiper's Dream.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's starting to wear on me.
I still have some of that laying around at my apartment, and I smoked a little bit of that last night, and going back to the old episode that I wasn't here for, I like it. I actually like that one. That one was really, really good, but this one is a whole different animal to it.
It's more English forward.
Yeah.
It's very good.
I would consider this definitely a full-bodied English.
Mm-hmm. I wouldn't start with it.
Yeah, this is not.
No, this is not your starting point.
And to me, it's not an all-day, everyday smoke.
No,
it's you've got to be in the mood for this one.
Yes,
it's pretty potent.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, it's to me, it's a medium English blend. It's not your passed out on the chair after a smoke English.
Yeah.
But it's not that English aromatic that we did as our first episode, where it's a nice introductory in it. Here's some Latakia blends. Here's some strong forward flavors that are akin to an English tobacco. This is a full-bodied English blend. Not enough to knock you out, but enough to enjoy.
Well, okay. So, anything to add about the tastes? I think we pretty much covered the taste.
Yeah,
complex and weird.
It's kind of interesting. So, what did you think about the room note on this one?
I'm gonna let you guys talk about that one.
I don't know if it's tolerable because I'm used to smoking stronger stuff, non-aromatic type blends, or if I'm used to smoking with you in the garage and you're become more of an English blend smoker. But I would say it is the same note as all the other English, a full-bodied English. It's got a scent in the room that is, what's that you're smoking?
Well, yeah, this one definitely lingers on more than some of the others that I've smoked. I would consider it as a tolerable room note. It produces a lot of smoke. Mm-hmm. It's heavy on the smoke, so the smoke seems to linger a little more too.
Yeah.
So I don't think it's going to be a popular room note with people that don't smoke pipes.
That's yeah.
Yeah.
It's not bringing people in, but it's not kicking them out either. That's
like right in the middle.
Right in the middle.
Yeah.
That's why I like this one.
You guys are smoking it as well, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah. So just sitting here, just smoking it, and like having everybody into it. I can definitely tell that it's a stronger blend.
Oh, it's a lot of Kia forward.
It's a lot of Kia.
It's definitely not a cutesy, artsy fartsy, like Black Cavendish that you get from your local shop. You know what I mean? It's not going to be the one that your girlfriend's gonna go, oh my god, it smells so good. You know, it's like
It's raspberry.
Yeah, it's not flavored. It's definitely a friggin' tobacco. So I mean, you know,
birthday cake.
Yeah.
The Perique in this is not so noticeable. I definitely get a lot of Kia and Turkish on this one.
I was gonna say that I couldn't tell if there was Perique in it because Perique is sometimes peppery. You know, there's another mixture that I smoke a lot, and we're probably gonna do it one day or another. It's just a Cornell and Deal's Bayou Morning, and it's Perique in Virginia. That's it.
Yeah.
And Perique to me is peppery. It has a slight burn to my tongue.
To most people, it's a little spicy.
Yeah, and I don't taste it. I don't taste the Perique, but I do taste a lot of Kia. I do taste some of the Orientals, Turkish blends, things like that.
You know, I wish the Virginia was more present in this one.
I do too.
But then again, you've turned me on to Virginia, so now I got a weird kind of addiction to
I appreciate
Virginias.
the fact that the Virginias are not
No?
very outgoing on this one. I would rather have an English blend that's less present with Virginias, more with a lot of Kia and Turkish.
That's what I was about to say. Virginias are kind of a good standalone.
But this one is just muddled. It's confusing to me. It takes a while for it to tame in. So I don't know. I'm still not sure that this is something I'll go back and buy again. All right. So what did you guys think about the nicotine on this one?
I would say it's above medium.
Yeah, it's present, but it's not like it's not the heaviest thing I've ever smoked or done.
Well, no. It's definitely not the heaviest thing I've smoked.
No, but it'll still get you.
It's solid.
Yeah.
It's a solid nick hit. It's definitely medium or above.
It definitely fills the void. When you smoke a bowl of this, you're not going to want to smoke another one for another hour.
Yeah, like we said earlier, it's not one to start off with.
And it's not one to smoke all day, just like he said.
Yeah.
Dad said.
All right. Well, any other comments about this one? I have a few things that I want to add to it. First of all, this is if you don't like a lot of Kia, don't get this one. This is a lat heavy, Turkish heavy blend. So for those of you out there that do like those types, this might be something you might like. I smoked this the other morning with a cup of coffee.
Yeah.
And it was better then than it was without it.
Was that the coffee I gave you?
No.
It might be. It might also be in mornings. It's 60, 70 degrees here, and that colder atmosphere.
Yeah.
You want that thicker, creamier smoke.
You say cold.
Yeah,
we're talking about Texas.
Well, yeah, we're talking about Texas. I mean, we're having a cold front come in, but that's. This is a smoke, and like I'm a Virginia guy. I love Virginias as an all day, but when it starts getting colder, this is the kind of stuff I smoke, and this is the kind of stuff I lean to and I like.
The one thing I did like about this is that the Kentucky kind of added a little bit of difference to it. This is definitely a different English blend than what I'm used to smoking.
Yeah. Absolutely.
And so if you're wanting something that's a little bit of a change of pace, this might be interesting for you.
Yeah.
I had to smoke it several times to even get an opinion on this because each time I smoked it, it was different.
Yeah.
It was different. So it took me a little bit of time to kind of get my ideas kind of formulated with this one. It can be harsh if you push it too much. So you need to take it easy.
Yeah.
And I've noticed that in a larger bowl, it's a little better.
Yeah.
So-
just like it's all dependent on the bowl, and I've noticed a lot of English tobaccos are like that.
You know, the best smoke I've had with this one was actually in one of my Savinellis with the balsa wood insert.
Yeah.
It kind of helped tame it a little bit and kind of brought it into perspective a little bit. So
Kind of that filter made the tobacco and all the different types mold together.
it's possible that if there were any kind of impurities or moisture or anything that was building up in that it kind of helped siphon that out.
Yeah.
That's what I'm rocking right now. Is a
Balsa?
with the balsa filter and the Pirelli right there. I dig it.
Yeah.
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 Okay. Well, this one ended up coming out to about $3.24 an ounce.
No, not too
I
bad.
got it at
A little more expensive.
smokingpipes.com. I checked yesterday, and they were out of this at that particular time. But every other time I've ever checked, they've had this in stock. So I don't think this is something that is going to be too difficult to find if you want to give it a try. All right. Anything else about this one, guys?
You don't. My first impression. This really is my first impression with it. Well, yeah, it is a little bit complex and it's a little bit different. It's a nice change of pace. I mean,
It is.
Yeah,
That's really what it's not a regular smoke. It's
Right.
it's not a thing I lean to every day. It's not like the one that I tried where I still have a big old pound of it. Well, half a pound now of tobacco.
yeah,
But
it's cool for a different type of smoke. That's
it
just going
swaps,
to be
it swaps up my daily smoke.
All right. So what's your rating?
3.5.
You gave it a 3.5 shots. Okay. All right. What about you, Colton?
I'm giving it a 3. Just right in the middle. Just pretty damn good. Different and a nice change of pace. 3.
Mhm.
I gave it a 2.5 shots, and the reason why I gave it a 2.5 was because I've just tasted better Englishes that I can smoke more often.
Okay.
I'll agree with that. Yeah.
You know, this one, I don't know what it would be like if I sat it in a jar and left it for a couple of months. You know, would it dry out? Would it age better? Would it blend better? I
Yeah.
don't know. So with that kind of doubt in my thoughts, I'm thinking probably not going to buy this one again. So I gave it a 2.5.
Well, we might need to try that. Just let it hang out for a little bit.
Yeah,
and see
well,
what
I mean, I'm not going to smoke this very often, so what I've got left is probably going
Cool.
to sit there a little bit and
Yeah.
see how it does. All right, well, that averages to a 3.
Yep.
All right, so we gave this one F&K Black Bayou Mist averages to a 3. 3 shots. So, you know, summary on this one, it's a little complex. It's complex. It's different.
It changes.
It changes. It's not real consistent, but it's not offensive. You know, if you're a heavy Turkish person, you might like this one.
Yeah.
So-
So try it out. It'd be something
Give it
definitely
a shot.
to give it a
You can
change.
get it at smokingpipes.com.
Mm-hmm.
All right, a couple of things just to remind everyone up. Next weekend is the Texas Pipe Show at Pop Safari Lounge in
Come on.
Fort Worth.
Come on, everybody.
We are going to be there. We're going to be
Yep.
shooting some video with pipe carvers and pipe members of the Austin Pipe Club and the Fort Worth Pipe Club and the
Yep.
North Texas Pipe Club. And so we're going to kind of accumulate some video for you with that on there. Also, I'm in the slow smoke competition. You're
So
in the
am I.
slow smoke competition.
Wait, what?
Well,
Tell me more about that. Hold
well,
on.
we'll talk later.
We'll
but,
talk
if you,
later.
but if you want to do it, you better sign up
Enroll
because there's
now.
only 25 spots.
What?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
So
cool.
anyway, so
This is
any
gonna
of
be
you
fun.
guys out
It
there
is.
that may
It's
have some
interesting.
advice, this is my first slow smoke competition. Any advice that you can help us with, I would greatly appreciate it. Right now, I know we're going to be smoking Missouri Meerschaum's corn cobs, and the tobacco we're using is penny farthing. It's super dry and it's super thin cut.
And
it
it's
burns
super-
fast.
It's super heavy.
Yeah, it's got a lot of nicotine in it.
After you sit smoking it for about 40 minutes, you don't. The reason you want to put the bowl down is not because it's empty, but because you're like this. You're like
Be
this
careful,
on
hey,
the
hey,
table.
Be careful, man. You're going to
Oh,
knock
yeah.
over a
Sorry,
boost.
sorry, sorry.
Yeah,
Then,
well,
then in that case, I might just want to hang out and videotape.
well,
you guys.
yeah, you might want to. The best time I've gotten with a corn cob with penny farthing is 42 minutes. That's the best I've done so far. So we'll see how that goes. But anyway, we hope to see some of you guys there. Please come up and say hi to us, and we'll probably get you on some video.
Yeah, for sure.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Anything else, guys? About
We're
we're at 188 subscribers.
So please keep subscribing. Those things help us out a lot. Non-monetary. This is just for the love of the community, love of the people who enjoy pipe smoking just like us. So please continue to send us your comments, like these videos, subscribe. very important to us.
Yeah, for sure. We like to check them out. We like to hang
Yeah.
out and do that.
And when we come back from the pipe show, we're going to do a series on some tobaccos. We're going to be giving our impressions on a lot of match blends. So some of those blends that have disappeared, like Dunhill blends, and some of those, we're going to do some match blends that have been produced to kind of emulate those and give our impressions on those.
Yeah,
So
cool.
we've got about 5 or 6 of those lined up, ready to go. I've been smoking one of them, and I absolutely love it. It's become one of my favorites. Yeah.
Found some Prince Albert the other day too.
Wow. You know, that's another thing. Buddy Mac is one of the subscribers for us, and he suggested that we do some of those old codger blends.
Yep.
And so we might be doing some of those as well. But anyway, if that's all we've got for today,
That's
then
it.
we're going to see you guys at the pipe show next week.
Yes,
We'll
sir.
post some video of that.
Be
and
there.
then after with that, we'll start getting into some of those match blends.
Yep.
Cool.
Sounds like
all
a
right.
plan.
All right. Well, we appreciate you guys as always. Please make sure that you tell your friends about us. Get them to watch the videos, and we appreciate any kind of comments that you can give us. And until next time, don't forget, make all your piping moments count.
Thank you guys.
We appreciate it. We'll talk to you later.
Bye, guys.
Yeah.
Bye-bye.
Hey-o.
Yeah, I've already got it right.
I got it. It's all good.
This one's a lot better than that.
Yeah, there we go.